So Slowthai has just dropped a new song. It's called Selfish, and it's like this hybridized electro-punk thrasher of a single. It's the first track off his upcoming album, Ugly, and we've got a couple of credits on this. It was produced by Carey and Kwes Darko. Kwes works with Slowthai and has worked with him for forever. Recorded by Alexis Smith, mixed by Carey himself. Drums on this track are by Yuri Shibuichi, and the mastering was done by Wright. First of all, these drums, man. Insane. Not only is the playing incredible, but they sound amazing. The mixing and recording is just stunning. Something I've picked up on is there's a huge room tone or reverb added to the drums. And much like Nirvana's In Utero album, this sound is used musically. You can hear the hi-hat in the left ear and the reverb reflection of it in the right ear. It's just incredibly immersive, and there's multiple parts throughout the song where the drums build up and you can really feel the mixing, the actual gain automation coming up with it to build tension and excitement and whatnot. Drums sound incredible. Then we've got the bass. Bass feels like it's got maybe 6 or 7 different layers. You've got a real distorted electric bass that starts the song off. You've also got a synth bass that comes in shortly after, halfway through the intro. You've got a layer of sub. You've also got different bass elements that come in after the first hook. They're all in different sections of the stereo field. Some come in the left, some come in the right, some are in the middle, some are heavily EQ'd. Most are actually. It's just incredible. Everything in this song feels like it's moving, and the bass is a huge part of that. It's not very often you hear a bass track panned into the right ear like the way you do in the post hook and the second verse of this song. But here we are. Very, very cool stuff. Speaking of the stereo image, there's just constant movement. You know, there's so many instrumental elements that are just popping in and out throughout the song. Always something new being introduced. And it always feels like it's occupying a new space in the stereo field. It's so cool. And I think that because they've mixed these elements so musically, there's so much artistry in the mixing, that's why this song, being a lead single, can get away with a 45-second intro. It's 45 seconds before the vocals even come in. And that's because it's just so captivating with all of the stereo field manipulation and craziness happening in and around the ears. Another really cool example of this is the guitar panning automation that happens in verse 2 and the final hook. It's just moving ear to ear, and along with everything else, popping in and out, left, right, center. It's just madness. The vocals are, again, mixed really interesting in this song. The rap vocals that occupy the first 2 or so minutes of the song feel quite dry. I can't hear any reverb or crazy processing on them. They're also quite dynamic. I think a more compressed vocal would feel like you could hang on to every lyric and not miss a single syllable. Whereas Slowthai here feels different. He's almost quite thin. They might have EQ'd out a lot of the body in his voice, but he's mixed very loudly, but also in the hook, it sometimes feels like he disappears a bit. Very interesting. We then move into a later section of the song where you get a singing Slowthai or an auto-tuned Slowthai, and accompanying the vocal is this really wide ping pong delay. As he's singing, you're getting these big delays throwing left and right in the ear. Being from the UK, I think this is a really cool thing for Slowthai. There's so many genres in electronic music and dub and whatnot that play with this really heavy left-right ping pong delay. Fits with his accent, fits with the music. Just awesome. So yeah, really exciting single from Slowthai. I've been absolutely thrashing it on repeat. Very inspiring stuff, and I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. See you soon.